Hello. Y'all know me, Liz Lottie with the Pittsboro Senior Center. We're here on this lovely Monday morning to do some yoga. And so we're going to be talking about our chakra 7. And that is where?
Crown.
On a crown. Good job. Okay. And so the crown chakra is about realization. So if you have a balanced energy level up there, you're going to have a good spiritual connection. You're going to be wise and intelligent. And also you're going to have an open mind. Okay, so we're going to kind of talk about opening up that today. And so we're going to first start with our nostril breathing. So do you remember it's your thumb and your ring finger, okay? So place it on your nose, breathe out through your open nose.
Okay.
Then breathe in. Take your thumb away and put your ring finger on the other nostril and blow out. Breathe in. Replace your fingers. Breathe out. Breathe in. And just do it at your own pace. We'll do this for 3 more breaths. Last one. If you need some Kleenex, go ahead and use it, but hopefully that clears everything up, balances stuff out here. We're going to start warming up, so go ahead and take your left foot up, do some ankle circles, go the opposite direction, and then point your toe, flex it, make it come back, point, flex, grab your other foot, circles, and another direction. I can feel a cracking. Point, flex, point, and flex, and see if you can bring both of them up. Circle. Opposite direction. Point and flex. Point and flex. I think Allison's son is actually riding a bike around in this weather. All right, we're going to grab a hold of our knee. So pick your knee up and just do some circles with that. Other direction. And let's pick up the other knee. Other direction. Good. Go ahead and grab your strap if you have it. If not, you can do this without the strap. We're going to put it on our left foot. And we're going to stretch it out. A nice stretch for our hamstrings. See if you can flex your foot and bring your toes closer to your body. And maybe you can lift up your foot a little bit higher. And breathe. Don't hold your breath in. And let's replace it. Put it on our left foot and the right foot. Stretch it up. Flex the foot towards you. So my headset, Jackie told me something to try, so I'm going to try that, but it didn't work today when I plugged it in. I thought my coworker had ordered me one. Go ahead and put it down, but she hadn't. So I'm sorry if it's if you can't hear me so well. So go ahead and spread your legs apart. Your feet are going to be facing forward. Remember, let's do our back. Let's shoulders up to your ears, down the back, so your back is straight. We're going to place our hands on the inside of our thigh, and we're going to hinge just from our hips. So you're going to keep your back straight and come forward. Our nice inner thigh stretch. And come up. We're going to do our cat and cow. Feet flat on the floor, about hip distance apart. And we're going to roll our back. And then we're going to arch it for cow. So we're going to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Good. So we've done different arm movements with the different chakras. The one that we're going to do today is with our arms started on a diagonal up above, and then we're going to look up. So we're getting some spiritual guidance right now. That's our hands today, what it will look like. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to do some moonflowers. Remember the moonflowers. It kind of is a moony day today. So our arms are going to be up, and then we're going to move them down. Okay. So when we go up, if you want to stand up, that's fine. And then down. So up, down. You can't see all of me. Up and down. 3. And last one.
No. No.
Everything okay, Ed? Is your puppy at your feet? Oh, sweetie, he's got a little sweater on. Good. So this is the sunflower. So we just did moonflowers, sunflowers. We'll start with our hands kind of here. We're going to go up and then down. So if you'd like, you can stand up for this one too. So it's up and then down. Up and down. And maybe when you come up, you can think about looking up into the heavens and down. 2 more. Up. Down. You can always hold on with one arm on the chair too, or sit in your chair and do it. Good. All right, there we go. So we're going to try some chair poses. You can do this in your chair, or if you like to get out of your chair, those are the 2 options. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor and they're feeling grounded. And we're going to come up. And if you want it, you can just stay in the chair pose on the chair and just come up a little bit. Either way, up and down. We're really going to feel our quads in this one. Up and down. So inhale and exhale. You guys feeling it yet? Inhale.
Yeah.
Is it talking to you? Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. So if you're at any time you don't have to come up, you can just stay in your chair. All right, we're gonna try down dog. So once again, that can be done either like this, pushing through, or if you'd like to come up on your chair. And try the down dog this way or this way. Okay, so your choice, whichever one you want to do. We're going to do 5 of these, so I'll do 2 sitting down. You guys can keep standing up, and then I'll move to the standing up ones. So here we go. 1. And back. 2. And back, and now I'll stand up for the last 3. 3. And up. And 4. And if you're standing up, your legs should have a slight micro bend in them. And last one, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Go ahead and have a seat. We'll do our child's pose in our chairs. So let's go ahead and try to put our hands when we go down on the crown of our head, okay? So here we go. Just slowly come down into a child's pose, having your hands on the crown of your head. Breathing. And let's come up into our mountain pose or Tadasana. And we're going to do our spinal balance. So we're going to take our left arm and our right leg up. And then we're going to switch. So here we go. We'll do 5 on each side. We want to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Good deal. Let me go ahead and take my coat off. Go ahead and grab some water if you'd like. All right, we're going to do a few poses here. So we're going to go from child's pose to kneeling plank to crocodile, child's pose to down dog. There you go. All right, I'll guide you along. So let's go ahead and do a swan dive down. And we're going to come back up to our kneeling plank, hands on your chair, and lift up, keeping your back straight. Slowly lower down for crocodile. Come into child's pose with your hands on your crown. And then move into down dog. We'll do this sitting down, push forward. And then we'll do a reverse swan dive up and come into prayer pose. Hands at heart center. Good. Swan dive up. Come down to our child's pose. Kneeling plank. Slowly lower down. Down dog. And reverse swan dive up. Into heart center. This a few more times. We'll do a swan dive down. Then come to child's pose with our hands on our crown. Come back into kneeling plank. Hand down. Really see if you can get the weight on your hands. Slowly come down. Good. Down dog. Reverse swan dive up. And into prayer pose. All right, here we go. Arms up, swan dive down, the child's pose with the hands on our crown. Come into kneeling plank. Press your core to the chair. Slowly come down, down dog. Push forward. Reverse swan dive up. And arms at heart center. Do this 2 more times. Swan dive down. Hands at crown. Hands at chair for kneeling plank. Slowly come down. Down dog. Push through. A reverse swan dive up. And hands at heart center. Last one. Arms up overhead. Swan dive down to child's pose with hands at crown. Hands at the chair, kneeling plank. Come down. Downward dog, push forward. Place your feet down, arms up overhead, and come to heart center. All right, good job. Are y'all warmed up now?
Yes.
All right, because we've got more to go. All right, grab some water if you want. That's a good idea. Patty, thank you. I love seeing Timer Rick in the little box there. That's cute. All right, so here we go. We're going to be doing some lunges. We'll be doing kind of the same thing where this is our sun salutations. So we're going to go arms up overhead. And then we're going to do a swan dive down. So forward fold. Then we're going to come to the side. We'll go to our right side for our lunge. So remember our hands, we're going to lift them up on a diagonal and look up to the heavens. Good. And then we're going to come down to down dog. And then we're going to move our hands back. And if you can, stick your feet out, up, the toes up with your heels on the ground and come down. And we'll come back into down dog. Arms up overhead. Swan dive down. And then we're going to turn to the left and we're going to do a lunge. Arms up overhead on a diagonal. And if it's available, look up. Good. Come down into down dog. And we're going to do another swan dive up. Arms up overhead. And let's go down. And then we're going to move to our right for our lunge. Arms up overhead, down diagonal, look up. And we'll come down to a down dog. Push forward. Arms up overhead, into prayer pose. And we'll do this another time on the other side. Arms up overhead. We're going to come down. From forward fold. We're going to turn to the side, to the left. Get your placement on your legs. Arms up overhead on a diagonal and look up if that's available. And downward dog. Push forward. And then reverse swan dive up. Arms up overhead and come to prayer pose. We'll do this one more time on each side. So arms up overhead. Let's float down gracefully for a swan dive. We'll come up halfway since we'll take our monkey, keeping your back straight. Come down all the way, and then we're going to switch and move to our right, into our lunge. Arms up overhead. Once you get your placement on a diagonal, and look up. Good. Come back to down dog. Come to the center. Heels up off the floor. Push forward with the straight back. Reverse swan dive up. Arms up overhead. Come to prayer pose. And we'll do this on the left. Arms up overhead. Swan dive down. Come up halfway for our monkey pose. Come down all the way and then move to the left for our lunge. Get your placement. Arms up overhead. On a diagonal. And come back to down dog. Push through. Arms up overhead for reverse swan dive. Back to heart center. All right, good job. I'm going to grab some water. We'll do some more poses. Start with our crescent lunge. Let's turn to the right. So your front leg, and you can do this standing up if you'd like. I'll show you the movements, and then I'll show you the ones from standing up. So we're going to do a crescent lunge. So arms are going to be up. And then we're going to take our left elbow to our right leg for a twisting lunge. Okay? Might help if I can see this. Then we're going to move to the front for our sun pose, which will look like this. And then we're going to move to chair. So you can stand up if you'd like. And then we're going to take our arms and do a twisting chair. So this can be done in the chair or standing up. And then it'll be a side angle, and then triangle, and then pyramid, and then balancing half moon. It might be better if we just do it all sitting down. Balancing half moon. And camel. And then lateral extension over to the side. So that's kind of the routine today. All right, it might be better if we just do them all sitting down instead of doing it all. All right, so we kind of got that side already. Let's move to the left. Get your legs placed, foot pointing forward, knees over ankle. Your back leg has a slight bend in it, and your foot's on an angle. So let's move our arms up overhead for a crescent lunge. And then take your right elbow to your left outside knee for a twisting lunge. And I can't see my notes. All right. Then we're going to move to the center. So we're going to heel toe our feet to the center. We're going to do a sun pose. Good. Let's move into chair. So either sitting on the chair or coming up. And then we're going to take our right elbow to our left knee. And let's go ahead and have a seat. We're going to move into our warrior two kind of pose. All right, side angle. Take your left arm down to your left leg and move your hand forward. And then take your left arm down to the ankle or the shin and lift your other one up. Look at yourself and make sure you got a nice triangle pose. And then let's go ahead and move our back foot a little bit closer. So your toes, both your toes are going to be pointing forward. Then you're going to take your front leg, hold onto it, and just come down. See if your chest can hit. Maybe your nose can get close to your knee. And let's come up. Take your hands in a fist. Heel toe your feet towards the center. Place them in your hip creases. Take your elbows back, your chest out, and look up. Or camel. And then take your right arm up and slightly come over to the side, keeping your body in a straight line. These exercises today, just think about there's a string from the crown of your head that's just pulling your body forward, kind of how Melissa was telling us last time. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn to the right. We're going to start off with our crescent lunge, so lift your arms up. Your hips should be facing forward. Your inner elbows are at your ears, palms are facing each other. Then let's take our hands and place them into a prayer pose. Take your left arm to your right knee, or a twisting lunge. And heel toe your feet around to the front. Your legs are about hip distance apart. We're going to do our sun pose. And then come up off your chair if you'd like, or you can stay in your chair for our chair pose. And then we're going to take our left elbow to our right knee for a twisting chair, either sitting or standing. Go ahead and sit down. We're going to move over to the right again. Taking our right arm down to the right knee and lifting our arm up for side angle. So it can be facing straight up, or if you'd like, you can be even moving forward a little bit to find another interesting stretch that way. And then take your right arm down, lift your left arm up for triangle pose. Try to see your placement in the camera so you look like, this should look like a straight line. The bottom of the triangle. Ooh, my back's cracking. That's a good thing. Okay. Good. Go ahead and take your back foot forward.
Yeah.
Both your toes facing forward. And then go ahead and grab your right foot and just come down. Pyramid pose. We're going to put our hands in a fist, heel toe your feet back to the center, place them on your hip crease, come forward with your pelvis, arch your back, and look up. Think about bringing your elbows closer and your shoulders in the back. Good. All right, we're going to come on to the left side now. We'll do this one more time on each side. So we're in our crescent lunge. Go ahead and bring our arms up. And And maybe if it's available, you can look up. If you want, you can spread your arms out like we did before. And then take your right elbow to your left knee for a twisting lunge. Make sure you're breathing. Heel toe your feet back to the center. Feet are hip distance apart. Come into our sun pose. Feet are slightly on an angle. That'll get your inner thighs a little stretched. And then go ahead and circle your arms and come up into chair. You can always sit down at any time. Place your hands in a prayer pose. Take your right elbow to your left outside knee for a twisting chair. And go ahead and sit down. Turn to the left. Take your right arm on your right leg. Lift your, whoops, that was your left arm. Take your right arm up in a side angle. Once again, it can be straight up or it can be forward a little bit, your choice. And then take your left arm down to your shin, foot, wherever you can, lifting your right arm up for triangle. Really think about keeping your body straight and in line. And then go ahead and bring your right foot close to your left. Both feet are going to be facing forward. And then you're going to fall down for camel pose. I'm sorry, pyramid pose. Maybe you can think about touching your knee with your nose. I said think about it. Go ahead and put your hands in a fist. Heel toe your feet back to center. Place them on your hip crease. Move your abdomen forward, arching your back, and seeing about if you can expand your chest and think about meeting your shoulders closer together in the back. All right, we're going to do this one more time on the other side. Go ahead and turn into our crescent lunge position. Make sure that you're feeling balanced. Check your feet out. Your front foot should be facing forward, knees over your ankle, back foot slowly bent, your back leg slowly bent, your foot's on an angle. And then make sure that your hips are squared so they're facing forward, and lift your arms up for a crescent lunge. You can go ahead if you'd like. Move them apart diagonally and look up. It'd be nice if I had like a, window that opened up. You could see. And place your hands together in prayer pose. Take your left elbow to your right outside knee for a twisting lunge. Try to breathe in even though your belly might be constricted. then heel toe your feet back to the center for our sun pose. Feeling the sun on you, in your imagination. To rotate our arms and then come up into chair. Take your hands in heart center. Place your left elbow on your right, behind your right, or outside of your right knee. You're twisting lunge, twisting third lunge. And come back down. Let's turn back over to the right. Placing your right arm on your right leg, moving into side ankle. And then dropping your hand down, lifting your other one so you're in a triangle pose. Think about really stretching your shoulder out and that your body's up straight between two panes of glass or two pieces of wood. And then go ahead and take your back leg closer. Both feet facing forward, hips, everything's all in line, and come down for pyramid. And take your hands in a fist, heel toe your feet back to the center, place them at your hip creases, and move into camel. These poses feel good. I made a mistake of doing 2 classes at the Y back to back. So it was about an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes. And come back to center. Go ahead and drink some water. And so I was at, like yesterday, I couldn't even lift my arms up. I'm like, okay, I think I did too much. You know that we love the 2-hour thing. Well, this is a 2-day thing. But I'm actually feeling better today, and it's good to kind of stretch out. So I hope it's good for everybody else. Yeah, my back wasn't feeling too bad. I think it was mostly my arms just from the weights, you know, because we were doing these where you lift up slowly and down. Yeah. It's not bad when you don't have weights in them, but I think they only had 4-pound weights, which is probably too strong for me. But anyways, it's all good, right? Okay, we're going to move into our balancing positions. And so you can either sit down or stand up. We're going to do tree. So if you're going to be sitting down, you're going to lift your foot up to your ankle or to your shin. Maybe even, I think I saw Dale doing this. Maybe you can move your foot, the bottom of the foot on your inner thigh. So you can do that. Or if you're standing up in tree pose, and go ahead and grab your chair and lift up also. Okay, so your choice, what you want to do. We'll go ahead, I'll start sitting down and then I'll move up. So let's just move our foot up. We're gonna lift it up as far as you feel comfortable. Holding it here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Let's bring it down, turn it to the side. So your heel's gonna be sliding up your leg. We'll count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then let's lift our arms up if that's available. And if you can look up, if you maintain your balance, more power to you. Five breaths here. Last breath. And slowly come down. I'll stand up for the one on the other side. Woo! Just got shot. We're going to take our left foot up. Let's hold it. If you are standing up, make sure you have a slight bend in the leg that's got the weight on it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Bring it out to the side. So your heel's going to go up the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go ahead and place it on your thigh or shin or ankle, and then see if you can move your arms up. Fully extend the branches. 5 breaths here. Maybe you can, I don't know if I can look up standing up. Focus on something that's not moving. And go ahead and come down, shake it out. We'll go ahead and sit down. A few more strengthening before our final resting pose. I'm going to grab some water. So it's available for you. Val, is your shoulder bothering you?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Is it the weather or is it the exercises or what do you think?
Oh no, I got a problem with my elbow and sometimes it goes up to my shoulder.
Shoots up there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody else, please take care of your bodies.
Yeah.
You know what feels good and what doesn't. So. All right. So we're going to move our feet forward. They're still about hip distance apart. Then we're going to take our arms up overhead and really stretch out. And if your shoulders are bothering you, you don't have to fully extend it. You could just do one arm. Good. Go ahead and take one foot up. Put your hands underneath your thigh. And maybe you can lift your other one off the floor if that's available. Remember our nice straight back. We're not arching in this position. We're continually pushing our core towards the chair. And grab your other leg behind. And the one that's on the floor, maybe you can take it off a few inches. If that's available. And then let's try both if that'll work for you. So take your feet off. Remember again, push on your abdomen towards the back of the chair. And then go ahead and put your feet down. We're gonna put our hands behind. Actually, let's put them on our crown center. And then we're gonna take opposite knee to opposite elbow. And really just try to bring your leg up to your elbow. Your top of your body is just basically turning to the side. So, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Let's do this a few more times. And then go ahead and take your arms up overhead. We'll come down to a swan dive and then place your hands behind your thighs and just hang out here. Stretching out your back and your belly. Let's come up. We're going to try pigeon. So take your right foot, grab a hold of your shin. And then if it's available, you can take it over or you can take it down, whichever way works for you. Make sure you're on your sit bones, back is straight, you're pulling up through the crown. Come down, just hinging from your hips, keeping your back straight. You find that nice, juicy stretch. Once you get used to it, you might be able to come down a little bit more. Breathe into those tight spots. And let's come up. You can grab your band if you want to place it on your ankle. We're just going to do a reverse stretch. So you can grab your shoe or your ankle or your band, stretch it. And let's come down. We're going to take our, come back to the center. Go ahead and grab your left leg. Once you get used to it, if it's available, to place it on your, there's a crack, on your thigh, or once again, you can do it down below, whichever way works. Go ahead and straighten up, stretch as tall, pull that up, and then slowly with the flat, straight back, come forward. So since my knee's feeling better, I'm actually feeling it now more in my hip. That's a good thing. Yeah, I just woke up one morning. I think it's from doing yoga and maybe walking, and all of a sudden I was like, wow, my knee doesn't hurt as much anymore. So I was like, it's awesome. Keep breathing. And go ahead and grab your strap or your shoe, pant leg, ankle. Turn to the side, stretching it out. And then go ahead and get comfy into your resting pose position. Maybe you want to get a blanket or put your coat on, grab some water. Maybe if you have any more stretches that I didn't do today that you'd like to do. Perfectly fine. Go ahead and get comfy. Somebody just came off. I think Dorothy was having some issues. And go ahead and close your eyes. And just remember that nostril breathing. See if you can remember how to do that without your fingers. If somebody's got some music on or TV, if you could turn that off, that would be awesome. So go ahead and just breathe into, take a deep breath in through your nose, and then just send your breath down to your feet. We're just going to see if we can create this clear pathway from your brain or your lungs to your brain to your feet. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to mute everybody because I'm not sure where the sound's coming from. I don't know if I can do that. I don't have post position anymore. Well, this will be good exercise for us to block out everything. So deep breath in, and then send that oxygen down to your leg, your ankle, knees, thighs. Just think about moving everything out of the way, if it's the pain or the pressure. Just so there's a clear pathway. And then go ahead and take a big breath in through your nose. And then send it down to your core area, your abdomen, your chest, shoulders, back. Just let that air push everything out of the way. All the obstacles that are there. If there's any tightness, pressure, let that air push it out of the way. And then take a deep breath in. Send the oxygen down to your fingers, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. When you breathe out, just breathe out everything that's stopping the clear pathway. And then breathe in through your nose. And then send the breath to different parts of your face, your sinuses, cheeks, chin, eyes, forehead, temples, crown of your head, neck. Gently pushing all the stuff that's blocking out of the way. Maybe it's even your thoughts. Just push those out of the way just so you can have a clear path. That your whole body, all your chakras are balanced. And then since we cleared out all the gunk, let's just release some good stuff into our bodies. Maybe it's love, maybe it's relief, maybe it's peace. Turn your hands up so the back of the hands resting on your thighs. Just a moment of receiving, and just think about the things that you can be receiving right now. Just to help you get through the day. Peace, joy, love. And patience. then go ahead and slowly move your body around, maybe wiggle your toes, your fingers, your neck. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes. You're going to take a deep breath in, reel it overhead, and then just let out anything else that needs to come out. We'll do this one more time, arms up overhead, and then audibly just release it all. Let your hands come to your shoulders for a nice big old hug. And then switch sides. And let your hands come to heart center. Let's go ahead and place them on the crown of our head. And maybe we can open it up like a lotus flower, just open it up and just say, thank you so much for coming here today, for this time that we spent together. And if there's any more things that, that you need to help your intelligence or your open-mindedness or your spiritual connection, I just pray that you would get those things today. Say your name. I'm sorry. Namaste. Have a great rest of the day.